Good morning, students. Welcome to online classes. We'll continue the previous chapter. In the previous class, we have discussed about what is database, different terms used in the database, uses of database, and advantages of database. Today, we will discuss about what is DBMS, features of DBMS. We'll discuss about MS Access, which is a powerful DBMS, different components of DBMS, and how to start MS Access, that is steps to start the MS Access. First, we will discuss what is DBMS. DBMS stands for Database Management System. It is a software that can store, edit, and organize data in a database. Now, we'll discuss the different features of DBMS. First, it stores data at one central location. That means if the database is created, the information is stored at one location. So, it is easy to access the database. It also allows multiple users to use the database simultaneously. That means if one database is to be accessed by multiple users at the same time, then with the help of DBMS, we can access that database. It allows data sharing. That means once the database is created, the data can be shared with other users, with other applications. So, no need to create a duplicate copy of the same data. It provides a systematic way to use database. This systematic way is called a user interface. That means if a database is created in a proper systematic way, it will be easy for the users to access and understand the database easily. DBMS also creates a duplicate copy of a database, which is also called a backup of our database, so that in case of some data loss event, data can be retrieved from the saved copies of data. That means sometimes if the virus infects our system or database is crashed, then if we have created a backup copy, then we can easily retrieve the lost data from the backup of database. DBMS can also control who can access data and who cannot. That means it provides a better security as compared to the other system. So in the DBMS, it will set the rules and access for each and every users, whether the database is accessed by a particular user or not. We will use Microsoft Access, which is a powerful DBMS, to create the database. Using Microsoft Access, we can manage all our information from a single database files. Database files in MS Access 2007 and 2010 are stored with extension .secdb. That means if we will store our file my database, then the file name will be mydatabase.secdb. Now we'll see the different components of DBMS. Mainly there are 4 different components of DBMS: table, forms, queries, and reports. First we'll see tables. A table is a named collection of all occurrences of a given type of logical record. That means we can say it is a collection of data in a single form. Next is the forms. We can view, add, and update table data by using online forms. That means online form will be given. From that we can view, we can search, we can add and update the data in table. Next is the queries. You can find and retrieve the data by using queries. Suppose if you want to retrieve data by searching, or if you want to compare the data with the particular criteria, then that can be easily done with the queries. Next is the reports. If you want to analyze our data or print in a proper specific layout, then that can be done by creating a report. So these are the mainly 4 different components of DBMS. Mainly in the database we will create the table. So let's discuss the different components of a table. The first one is a data item or a field. A data item is the smallest unit of a named data. A data item represents one type of information and is often referred to as a field. Generally, we can say one column of the table is known as the data item or field. Next is a record. A record is a named collection of the data item which represents a complete unit of information, and the data is related with each other. Generally, we can say a single row of the table is known as the record. In this, the details of all the columns are related with each other. The last one is the table, which we have already discussed. A table is the group of all records. Next, we'll see what are the steps to start MS Access. First, we have to click on the start button. From the start button, we have to click all programs menu. Now the different options will be available. Here we have to click Microsoft Office group, and from that we have to click Microsoft Access. Either we are using 2010 or 2007, and once we will click on the Microsoft Access, the Microsoft Access window will appear. Here are some homework questions that you have to write in your notebook. The answer of each and every questions are already there in the video. Thank you and stay safe.